What's going on, fellow dragons? Handsome Spyro here, the owner and commentator for YouTuber Revolution Wrestling, and today we have a YRW exclusive video here to show you guys, because YRW has been on the road this past week, heading into episode 10, and all the other episodes that lead to the season finale at WrestleMania, and in this video, we'll be taking a look at some of the exclusive images that were taken during our first ever house show, YRW Live in Tulsa. Let's get into it. So for our first ever house show, we had 3 matches on the card. They were all championship matches, and that started off with the tag titles as Tabby and Witty would once again challenge the champions Terrorizer and Dahi Denogla. And the match was as you would expect from a traditional tag match. It was fast-paced, the superstars were going all out, and the crowd was hyped. But then when it seemed like the champions were going to retain, the referee got caught in the crossfire when Witty broke up the pin, and then they would attempt a cheat as Tabby would hit Nogla with a steel chair before they would hit their finisher, but thankfully, Terrorizer was able to break up the pin, and in the later stages of the match, the challengers would become desperate as Witty would go as far as to remove the turnbuckle pad to distract the referee, looking to use brass knuckles on his opponent, but Terrorizer turned it against him and instead unleashed a fireball, and they would hit Witty with the magic killer after dealing with Tabby to secure the win and retain their titles. The second match of the night was more or less basically a grudge match, as we had Funtime and Freddy going up against the Extreme Division champion Joe Hendry in an Extreme Rules match. Hendry would even walk into this event as a double champion, carrying the NXT title along with him. However, that entrance was ended very abruptly as Funtime Freddy would jump Hendry before the bell even rang. However, Hendry was able to quickly fight back, and then it was on, as these two would use anything that they could get their hands on to batter each other, from steel chairs, guitars, trash cans, the ring steps, and even a light tube were all brought into play. However, despite Funtime Freddy's best efforts, Hendry was able to retain the Extreme Division title after a fallaway slam through a flaming table through a trash can. However, his celebration would be cut short as Funtime Freddy's teammates would come down to the ring and start beating him up after the match, and surprisingly, this would actually prompt the Vanos crew to run out and put a stop to this assault. And now I think I might be able to confirm a match for episode 10, as it is going to be the Vanos crew and Joe Hendry to take on the sister location animatronics inside War Games! And if you guys are enjoying the content that I post on my channel, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any new videos. I do all sorts of videos here on the channel that range from gaming and live streams and so much more. And if you are subscribed, you will also be able to catch episode 10 of YouTuber Revolution Wrestling, which will be going live tomorrow. Also, make sure to leave a like on the video, follow me on Twitch, and join my Discord. Anyways, the main event for the evening would be a triple threat match for the YRW Championship. And in this match, we had Connor McDavid, Dan TDM, and the new YRW champion after cashing in Money in the Bank, Popeye, going at it in this match. And this match was the main event of the show for a reason, because this match was absolutely wild. They used anything and everything that they could get their hands on Popeye would even hurl a freaking table at somebody and even use a flip-flop. There were all sorts of insane moments in this match, such as Dan TDM being powerbombed through a table onto steel steps, which was absolutely brutal, and even a double F5, which was crazy, as well as a nail-biting finish towards the end of the match, as Dan TDM would land the Diamond Cutter on McDavid, but then Popeye would take advantage, knocking out Dan with that wind-up strike, and that would get the pin to remain champion. And I guess that is going to do it for this video. That was an exclusive look at YRW's first house show live in Tulsa. This video was a little different from what I usually do here on the channel, but I'm always open to trying new things on the channel, and it was fun nonetheless. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all the support. Make sure to tune in for episode 10 of YRW live tomorrow, and I will see you guys then.